Alright, so today I'm going to work on the Terminator mount for the car. So, got, just got this piece of scrap metal that I got from work. I mean, pretty simple. I'm just going to line these up with, I might be able to just line it up with that hole. Nothing too fancy. Line these up, got some hardware, and we'll go from there. Should be fairly simple. I'll get started on this, and we'll get back to it. Alright, I've got this cut. Doesn't need to be perfect. Who needs it to be? So we'll clean this up. Get this scaling off. Got some paint. And yeah. Should be good. Alright. Here's what we got so far. I'm going to do spot welds right here and just some tack welds, and that should be good enough to hold it. We'll pick that up after I melt some stuff. Obviously not the Terminator, because I'm going to take that off. I'm not a complete idiot. So one thing I will never claim to be is a welder. But, you know, as long as they hold, I don't really give a crap. Yes, I would like to get better, but, you know, they look good from here. So, and I mean, I think the welds are strong enough to hold a, you know, half a pound, if that, computer. So, I think it'll be fine. Alright. So, I mean, it's, pretty solid. All I gotta do is, reconnect it. Ain't going anywhere, so should be good to go. All right, so we're all back together. Oh, this thing's filthy. It's like tire rubber all over this damn thing. So anyway, probably, yeah, you can't see anything up there. But Holly's mounted better than before. I don't really want to, like, I started thinking about it. I don't really want to cut a hole right here just so I can see the lights. I mean, it's not hard to pull this panel. So I mean, if it's really like that bad, that I gotta look at troubleshooting codes, I could just pull that cover off. It's not, yeah, it's not gonna be the end of the world. But we will start it up, make sure this thing still works. I eventually want to get, you know, one of those fancy Holly dashes that take the place of the factory gauge pod, but you know. We'll let it get warmed up and you know. We'll have to get some fuel here. But everything's looking good. Today we are going to take the front bumper off. We're going to swap out the core support for the non-damaged one that I got from Brian, and I'm going to try to see if I can get the wiring taken care of and the steering cooler. So try and get this done. Got a drift event, not this weekend but next weekend, right? No, got it in 2 weeks. So we're gonna try to get all this taken care of. Is gonna be the reason why I get a new one. And then the routing of this, you know, not supposed to be there. It's actually supposed to be going through right here. So then we've like jacked this whole mount up. So yeah, we'll be swapping this out. So while I was working on the car, two of the neighborhood kids rode up and they started asking me about the car, and one of them asked me if his friend's dad's Scat Pack would be my car, and I said of course not. I would take their thing to Gapplebee's. Eventually they rode off, and I started going back to working on the car. Alright, so here you can actually see the difference between the coolers and how they're supposed to be routed, and then how mine has been modified to fit. So mine looks a little bit cleaner. This one's actually got some more like rocks in it, but just because mine's bent. Yeah, so you can kind of see how bad this one was. This is like all, pretty much the only thing that was holding the bottom part of the radiator in was that center section, because these were completely busted out. So now we have an intact core support, some horns that I probably won't get working, but now I gotta figure out how I'm going to get the wiring from there, or not the wiring, the hoses. So I'm debating on just undoing the lines that we've got there, and then just plumbing them into that, because it's supposed to go through there. So yep. Alright, well, the camera battery died, so finished, got the steering cooler mounted. I now have a properly routed power steering cooler. I do not have that bolt. I'm sure I can find a 10 mil that'll fit. The lines are now routed up here how they're supposed to, and not dangling and out the side and whatnot. So yeah, and the more I look at it, so mine's an 06 and this came off of a 2004. I actually think that they changed the cooler, but they didn't change the hole. It was like this is like the 03 to maybe like 05, and then this is like the 2006 and 7 and 8 routing, maybe. I don't know, because this one does not have those holes, so maybe this cooler wasn't all jankified. I mean, it's still kind of beat up, but I don't know. Oops. I just realized I spilled power steering fluid. Oh, fuck it. It's empty anyway. I'm gonna have to fill it back up, so at least I'll have fresh power steering fluid for the next drift event. So now I gotta change, I believe it's this connector. But I'm probably gonna change both the sprayer bucket on there, because I want to integrate the windshield washer sprayer to the rear, since this has a wiper delete. I have nothing. I'm gonna take the hose from the rear sprayer and get it to where I can spray the tires, to cool them down, to get them to last a little bit longer at drift events. So got the connector swapped over, so filled this power steering back up. We'll connect the fans. Should be good. We're good. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for this video. Appreciate you guys watching. If you like the video, like it. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you think any of your other friends would enjoy watching me attempt to work on my car, please share the video. That's gonna do it. Appreciate you guys. Peace.